Hello, chào các bạn. Chào mừng các bạn đã tới với kênh du lịch thế giới. Kênh mình được thành vào 12 tháng 11 năm 2020. Ngày thường ngoài 12 tháng 11 năm 2023. Bây giờ là 11 giờ 15 phút các bạn. Thì bây giờ mình sẽ vô mình thi giữa kỳ các bạn. Cố làm điểm cao cao vô kỳ chứ còn làm 3 điểm đó là ngon các bạn. Ờ, được làm 10 lượt các bạn. Mình làm hôm qua mình làm 4 lượt rồi. Cao nhất là 7 điểm. 7, 50, 50. Làm thêm 3 điểm nữa mới qua môn. Giờ mình phải cố mà làm 9 điểm nha các bạn. Đầu làm bài. The double entry system bookkeeping normally results in which of the following balance on a ledger account? Debit balance, asset, expense, credit balance, liability and revenues, asset, revenue, assets and expense, credit balance, capital and revenue, asset and expense, credit balance, liability, capital and revenue, asset expense, asset expense, liability, capital and revenue, asset expense, liability, capital and revenue. Which body is responsible for the issue of international IFRS, international IASB, Accounting Standards Board? The company's annual physical inventory count took place on 6 January 2087. Cái này là mình chọn 39065. 39065 là sai nè. 38148, 39352. Mới sau ra 39352 được nó tính sao ta? Sales. What's the cost of company's inventory? 39352 tính nó là nhiêu? Which of the following statement best define a statement of financial position? Má bà cô này ngon ta, cho 10 điểm điểm quá trình luôn. Summary of assets, liabilities, and equity at specific dates. What is the flow of accounting information from business transaction to the final recording, classifying, summarizing, and communicating? Which of the following statements best defines a equity or capital? The net assets. What is closing balance for accounts receivable? Account receivable 84.000. Cash received from credit. Cash sales, credit sales, irrecoverable debts written off. Settlement discount, discount received. What is the closing balance for account receivable? 84.000. 84000. Cash received, cash sale, credit sale 432.000. 10.000. Đóng 4.000 trừ 10.000. Settlement discount trừ 9.000. Discount received 70.000. Sai hả? 122.000. Closing balance 84.000 cộng 432.000. Cash received, cash sales trừ 10.000. That's really not trừ 10.000 đúng không? Trừ 9.000. Sao mà đúng rồi, discount received cộng 5.000. 122.000 mình qua 122.000 mình con vô nó ghi sai các bạn. Qua thử 122 giờ thử 127 đến 117 nữa. Được má bài này bà cho lặp lại nhiều đó. 6.900 FIFO 100 inventory purchase 350 hơn 200 purchase 150 sold 300 purchase 150 bằng 250 150 nhân 46 6.900 6.900 cộng với 100 nhân 45 cộng 6900 11.400. Mà cô này tốt đó chứ, cho lặp lại để học sinh điểm cao. Beyond non-current set Sion cost of sale có score đâu. Đây là Sion cost of sale, ok. Mong là được 9 điểm. Which of its most obvious means of achieving public oversight of corporate governance? Nó sầm chó quá. Audit committee, public oversight. Can also mention that one has the right to involve in governance process of company. The most obvious means is the publication of annual reports and accounts. Publication of annual report and accounts. Nộp bài và kết thúc. 9 điểm đi. 10. Ngon. Phát 10 điểm luôn các bạn ơi. Quá ngon rồi. Vô các bạn tiếp tục ở với kênh du lịch thế giới thôi. Nay là ngày 12 tháng 11 năm 2023. Hôm bữa mình học tới chapter 20 hay sao đó các bạn. Đúng rồi, chapter 20. Giờ qua tới bên chapter 21, Financial Systems and Internal Controls. System Objectives. There are several financial systems in a business organization. Giờ qua Google dịch đi các bạn. Google dịch với lại ChatGPT. It helped me to clarify what I cannot comprehend. There are several. Each center would have policies and procedures to ensure these objectives are achieved. Accounting system activities, initiation, manual or by program procedures, recording, processing, reporting, maintaining accountability, transaction process system, part of accounting package. A, a transaction processing system will record and collect information as part of accounting package that will analyze the data into useful information for users. Coding in TBS would involve using codes to identify accounts, transactions, and other items. Accuracy, speed, and volume management information process described in this chapter occur within computerized accounting system, raising a transaction, authorization, reporting, and communication are performed electronically. Documents submission, operates, and maintain digitally. Purchasing objective. The system main objective is to record purchases and pay suppliers the money they are owed for items purchased for them. Purchasing policies, recording purchases accurately and promptly, record only purchases that have occurred, pay only for purchases that have occurred, pay suppliers correctly and promptly, benefiting the company, maintain accurate purchasing records. Purchasing procedures. The primary purchasing procedures are as follow. Account department receiving purchase invoice from supplier and check detail. Record the detail of the purchase invoice in the accounting system. List the invoice for payment authorize and makes the payment and notifies the supplier. Record the payment in the accounting system. When handling purchase transactions, the accounts department will also do checks such as check that the items were ordered in and received before payment. Unless the supplier requires payment in advance, the organization should only pay for purchases once it has received the goods. Check the purchase invoice details against the good received note. Another policy requirement may be that organization should not pay for anything until it has tracked and details in the invoice from supplier match the details of the items purchased and received. Determine the most favorable time to pay. Suppliers usually allow the period of credit to pay after the invoice has been delivered. The payment should be made at the same time most advantageous to the company, while sales invoice, sale invoicing objective. Mục tiêu là hóa đơn bán hàng. Invoice customer only for sales that have occurred. Invoice customer accurately and promptly. Procedure system purchases or sales. Providing an account department with detail on goods of services supplied in the form of customer order and delivered notes to send invoices to customer promptly. When payments are received, match them with the invoice to record that they have been paid, keeping a record of customer invoices and payments received in the system of account bookkeeping, matching the payment received from a customer against the invoice daily sales, authorizing payment for goods that have been received, purchased. Checking the invoice again the detail of goods received, purchased. Notify supplier that payment or good that has been made, purchased. Notify supplier that payment for the goods has been made. Recording payment received from a customer in the accounting system. Payroll là bạn chấm công nha các bạn. The manager of payroll system should be paid the wages or salaries in full time, having made any required deduction first, such as for income tax. This includes this includes the proper recording and maintenance of standing data, employees such as Nhân viên giao hàng Huỳnh Thoại Trinh báo delay giao hàng. Mẹ mình sao xạo. Đơn hàng chiều 9 tháng 12 giờ 11 tháng 12 mẹ rồi. Bưu tá báo bị delay giao hàng. Hẹn giao sáng 7-8 giờ. Payroll procedures pay only actual and current employees. Pay wages to the correct employees, calculating wage, maintaining payroll function, calculating cross pay, calculating and making payment is called government deductions, preparing journal entries, maintaining employees' records. A payroll system depends on maintaining accurate records of all employees in the organization, including the wage rates or salaries and the bank details. Unless wages are paid in cash, the records will need constant dating as employees retired on leave and new employees join. Records also need to be updated for changes in pay rates and possibly for details absent from work. Time records are paid hourly rate. There must be procedures for recording time work, including overtime. The hours worked need to input into the payroll system each week. Calculating pay and deductions. The amount payable to each employee must be calculated on the appropriate way of the week or month. Thôi đi là giờ hồi bài luôn nhé. Rồi, accept để tiêu chứ. Còn ai bên đây không? Chứ có gì? Calculating pay and deductions. Making the payments are then made to the employees, preferably through their bank account and are not in cash. The employee is notified of the amount paid and supporting details in a payslip. Amounts deducted are paid as appropriate. For example, income tax deducted from the earnings is paid to the government at a proper time. Recording the payments. The deduction and payments are recorded in the accounting system as total wages and salaries. Deduction taken crossword and salaries continue thôi. Credit control. Granting credit is common business practice, especially when the customer is another business organization. Credit control objective. Sun 5 p.m. and sáng chủ nhật bên đó 9 a.m. và 9 giờ p.m. 9 p.m. chủ nhật bên đó 11 p.m. Credit control objective. Credit control policies system is needed for deciding how much credit customer should be allowed to maximize profits and minimize customer default risk. Default. Customers must be monitored to how long they take before paying and how much they owe. Ensure an appropriate amount of credit is granted to customer. Pursue payment is accurate and promptly ensure credit is granted. Credit control procedures design a credit policy, decide credit terms and limits for individuals. Customer check for credit when making a sale, check for payment and pursue late payers. Caution working capital management. Top VAV Mistress 2023. Right. Top VAV Actor đi. Cụ tê. Rồi VAV People. Có phải bằng 2 năm trước không ta? So go tất the sheet. Accidents, explosion, cực khoái hiếu. Celebrities, SB Showco. Cho tuần cute cũng vậy. Đậu xanh. Sat, sat, spooky mày. Vui, về đâu, phía đường, cả. Cả. Cô gái xà phòng. Một thấy phim thêm và trêu chọc. Ngay cả khi tôi thấy mình nói là đâu phải chỉ cọc gì đó. Ok luôn. Bạn cho mình gọi bạn một xíu nữa bạn. Một gì về chỗ quy chấm điểm dừng hay gì. Tôi đúng cái gì vào ngoài nhà vậy là phải con là nó ngoài nhà. Online trading. Cash and working capital management. The cash and working capital is usually responsible for treasury section in large business and all the objective policy procedures. Cash budget for the forecast, monitor the bank position, monitor inventory and receivables, manage payment to supplier. Rồi, xếp một thằng bên chi phí những khởi lỗi xảy ra rồi chẳng này nhà việc đâu ngon ngon phố lại và ngon nghiêng ngon đô 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 đô. Nó sẽ toàn con ly nhỏ 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 không trời. Độ xanh tháng 6 2023. Đại học Việt Sài Gòn. Yoga cả là cô đóng nó mắc support nó quảng cáo bên đây thì cô rồi. Rồi chọn quyết định là một lượng lớn. Cho toàn mấy con công nhân cò ma không người ta. Đôi tốt xung treo. Sao giờ mà Black Diamond nhóm nhạc Black Diamond. Sao giờ mà đâu. Rồi mà rồi Kimura. Rakimi rồi rồi Kimura. Nét dữ vậy. Đậu xanh nét dữ vậy ta. Ờ, With its errors and deficiencies, financial system have witnessed that lead to risk affecting business operations. These include physical risks such as poor security or liquid assets, leading to misappropriation of assets such as cash, digital risks such as inadequate firewalls and insecure passwords, leading to database breaches, loss of data integrity, and external threats like ransomware. Ransomware là gì? Phần mềm tống tiền. Ransom là tống tiền hả ta? Ransom là tiền chuộc. Operational risk such as lack of capacity to process the transaction volumes.